Brazil's samba superstar, Neymar is one of the most high-profile players in the beautiful game. He's a gold medalist and has won a lot of trophies during his playing career. It's fair to say that after playing for Barcelona and PSG and now earning insane riches in Saudi Arabia, Neymar has plenty of bank. So if you're rich as hell and have money to burn, what can you spend your cash on? From expensive collections, digital art, and the crazy cost of his air travel, here are 10 things Neymar owns that cost more than your life. NFTs. Let's start with some items that Neymar can't even physically touch. If you buy an Armani suit, you can wear it, but Neymar has spent a crazy amount of money on NFTs, which are totally digital. If you don't know what an NFT is, dude, you were asleep in 2021. These things might be worthless now, but back at the peak of their explosion, Neymar got himself in on the action. NFTs are often pixel art, which have a unique digital authenticity, meaning the original and any copies can be differentiated. Obviously, the OGs are the valuable ones, and Neymar had his eyes on some expensive Bored Ape NFTs. They were creating a lot of buzz, in fact, and that's why Neymar had to pay $1 million for art that he couldn't even hang on his wall. Sure, $1 million is like toilet paper for a guy like Neymar, but that's still a lot of money for something that has no physical presence, dude. Does Neymar care if their value has probably sunk way down? Nah. Neymar's car collection. Neymar is a style lover, and that is true of everything he wants to buy, whether it's clothes, accessories, or cars. The Brazilian icon's car collection is one of the most insane in the world. The guy is a serious petrol head, and it's no surprise he loves the Fast and Furious franchise. His collection includes a $5.5 million Lamborghini Veneno, $4.8 million Koenigsegg Trevita, and a $3.4 million Lycon Hypersport, and a whole lot more. He spent ridiculous amounts on his cars, even if they're not always the best vehicles for navigating the streets of Barcelona, Paris, or Saudi Arabia. But don't worry, Neymar still has a few more functional cars for everyday driving. Nothing that reasonable though, as the cheapest car in his collection is a $40,000 Audi QT. Impressed by Neymar's spending so far? Give us a like, subscribe, and be sure to comment below. Next, from land to sea, Neymar's yacht. If you're a football superstar, you can't look yourself in the eye in the morning knowing you ain't got a luxury super yacht. All the big boys have a luxury yacht to play with on the sea, from Leo Messi to Cristiano Ronaldo to Kylian Mbappe. Neymar is no different, and this guy is probably the most lavish spender of all his world-class rivals. Neymar spent an eye-watering $7 million bucks on an Azimuth 78. That's a lot of money for a boat, but this thing has everything you could possibly squeeze into this bulky vessel. It's got a hot tub, kitchen, a swanky bar, and 3 luxury bedroom suites for Neymar and all his lady friends. This top-of-the-range yacht is the perfect venue to sail a party out to sea, and Neymar loves to host wild gatherings on his yacht for teammates and friends. Let's go from sea to the skies, baby. Neymar's helicopter. Man, traffic's a bitch. Don't you just hate getting stuck nose to tail in traffic on your daily commute? Neymar has played in Barcelona and Paris, 2 highly congested cities, and so he needs a good way to slice through cities without having to take the metro. Neymar's answer? Get to the chopper. Yep, Neymar likes to travel by helicopter and not just any chopper. Neymar loves comic book movies and wanted something that looked like he'd taken it out of the Batcave. He spent, get this, $4 million on a Eurocopter EC 130B4. This baby is styled like a Mercedes-Benz and is jet black. It's the perfect way for Neymar to skip the traffic too. There's just one problem. It's a lot harder to park than an Audi QT. Neymar's private jets. While we're up in the sky and swerving ducks and pigeons, let's take a look at how Neymar flies country to country. Sure, this guy could just buckle up in first class every time he flies, but you still have to share with the muggles. So what is the answer? Well, if you're Neymar with a personal fortune of almost $500 million, then you just buy yourself a private jet. Easy. But wait, this is Neymar we're talking about. Why buy one private jet when you could buy 2? That's right, we told you Neymar was excessive. He has 2 private jets, and both cost a lot more than your life. He has spent around $25 million on his 2 private jets, both of which have his initials emblazoned across them. The cost doesn't end there because he has to spend $1 million a year just to keep them. That's on maintenance and renting airport space. Neymar's mansions. Neymar's got the toys for his bat cave, but if this guy is the Bruce Wayne of soccer, he also needs a mansion. Neymar wants to live in style, and he has spent a massive amount of money on his homes. This guy has property across Europe and South America, and there's nothing modest. In Barcelona, Neymar bought a $5.2 million mansion that once belonged to fellow Brazil icon Ronaldinho. The luxurious mansion in the prestigious Castelldefels area of Barcelona used to count Leo Messi as a neighbor. In Rio, Neymar also bought a beautiful mansion in the seaside area of Mangaratiba. You might even recognize the town as Sly Stallone shot The Expendables there in 2009. That $7.5 million mansion has incredible sea views, a swimming pool, basketball court, beach volleyball court, tennis courts, and a football pitch for Neymar to stay sharp. The mansion also has 6 bedrooms, a wine cellar, a disco room, sauna, and a massage room. But the most important addition, a helipad for Neymar to land his Batcopter. And now that he's in Saudi Arabia, he's got a tiny 1-bedroom apartment. No, we're kidding. But he's getting a brand new $50 million pound concept mansion. He's got to wait for it to be finished. But this is one of the perks he insisted on before signing for Al Hilal, alongside his $100 million a year deal, and this baby will have every possible indulgence that Neymar wants inside it. Designer clothing. Neymar is well known for his expensive taste in clothing. He loves all the big designers and major brands, and will always purchase the latest wild trends. Neymar loves Louis Vuitton, Balmain, Nike, Off-White, Tommy Hilfiger, and Giuseppe Zanotti. Neymar would never leave the house without wearing a couple of $1,000s worth of clothing or footwear. But even more so than his shirts, jackets, and pants, Neymar's big style expense is on footwear. In 2017, he was featured on an episode of Complex's Sneaker Shopping. Neymar went on a shopping trip to indulge in a spot of shoe shopping and especially buying sneakers. He spent a crazy amount in the space of a few hours, $18,000 just on sneakers. Of course, as a footballer, boots are essential, and like other star players, he doesn't want anything too ordinary. As well as Nike, Neymar really loves Puma boots, so much so that he's become a brand ambassador, and he has his own signature line, Neymar Teeth and Hair. Neymar is all about self-image. When he was younger and just starting out as a player, he wasn't happy with his teeth. Bro was looking like a poster boy for British dental work, but when the big bucks started rolling in, he spent over $40,000 on new veneers. Now with every new paycheck and those flash new teeth, Neymar can't stop smiling. But it's not just Neymar's teeth, which are a big part of his brand image. Since he was starring in Brazil for Santos FC, Neymar's hair has been a major item of interest. Just like David Beckham before him, Neymar's hairdos keep the fans interested, and kids across the world ask their barber for a Neymar special for the 2 weeks before he changes again. In fact, he has his hair done so often that he spends around $3,000 a month on his cuts, coloring, and styling, and that's way above average wages for the average Joe. Neymar's watch collection. Every major soccer star wants a good strap. These guys won't be seen without a Rolex or luxury watch that costs more than your life, brah. Rolex is Neymar's favorite brand, but he's also a big fan of Gago Milano. He spends an enormous amount on his watch collections, one of the most expensive in football. In fact, on one day alone, Neymar went hog wild and spent $180,000 on watches. That's a little excessive, but it's small change for this guy. It's estimated Neymar's entire watch collection could be worth over $1 million, and he's got his own Rolex branded watches too. Let's look at the final thing that Neymar has that's worth more than your life. Neymar's Twitch gaming costs. Neymar loves gaming, and the pastime got him into trouble with PSG. It's been said that sometimes Neymar isn't as dedicated to his football as he probably should be given the money he's paid. He loves all the money and stardom, but sometimes training is a pain in the derriere. Some coaches have called out Neymar for being injured too easily, and he didn't help himself when he didn't show up to training once, claiming he was injured. The problem was that Neymar was online, twitching his gaming exploits on games like Counter-Strike. Oops. In fact, Neymar probably didn't expect his Twitch channel to go as wild as it did, and now he's one of the most popular contributors on the channel. For those who don't know, a lot of games have add-ons and skins you can buy. Parents have even been caught by surprise when their little angels have clocked up huge bills buying these add-ons. For Neymar, it's no problem. The dude could buy every DLC skin on Earth out of his pocket change. Neymar even streamed himself buying up every add-on and additional skin for Counter-Strike, and it cost him $40,000. It's time for us to get in a chopper and fly, but don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Which thing that Neymar owns do you want?